Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today I'm excited to bring you an unboxing of my brand new Origin sponsored PC. We're also going to do a little bit of a performance demonstration later in the video showing you just how powerful this beast of a computer is. Now as you can see, the PC comes in an epic wooden crate. And as tempting as it is to crowbar your way through this wooden crate, it is pretty easy to just unscrew the top and sides. And I gotta say, receiving a PC in a giant wooden crate with cool branding on the side, it's just a neat feeling. I mean, there's not a lot of other hardware out there that's actually gonna come to you in a giant wooden crate like this. Once you get the crate open, you'll have another layer of cardboard box protection surrounding the PC. Open that up and you will have a nice little Origin parts box. It'll have all your drivers, installation CDs, and extra parts in case you want to expand your PC build. You also get a nice Origin PC t-shirt. Overall, the PC is packed extremely well, and once you remove the last bit of styrofoam and cardboard, you'll get access to your last little power supply bag, which has extra power cords in it in case you want to install new hardware in the PC. It also has the power cord. And finally, we have a cloth sheath protecting the computer with some cool Origin branding on the side. Removing this will get you access to the case, which actually has more protective packaging on the inside to make sure the graphics cards and hardware don't wobble around in transit. The side panel on the custom design case is easily removed by just pulling up on a little tab. And finally, removing the last bits of protective packaging allows us to admire the beautiful installation work from the guys over at Origin. Now as for the brains of the computer, we have an Intel Extreme Core i7-5960X Octa-Core. This is one of the fastest CPUs you can get on the market right now. And making sure the CPU stays nice and cool, we have the Origin Frostbyte 240 liquid cooling system. And when it comes to graphics power, this computer is loaded with dual EVGA GTX 980s. Now, not only are these incredibly fast video cards, but they come from EVGA, which is one of my favorite GPU companies. I've been using their cards for the past 10 years and I haven't had any major problems. Hidden behind all that epic hardware, we have a Gigabyte X99UD4 motherboard. And below that, we have a Corsair 1000-watt power supply with custom green sleeving, which I was able to choose when ordering the PC online. Tucked away in the corner, we have a 1TB Samsung 840 Pro Series solid state drive for the system drive. Checking out the custom wiring on the back panel, it's all neatly tucked away with zip ties, keeping it very low profile, and it's going to make it easy to add on more hardware that requires you running more power cables. On the top panel, we have 4 high-speed USB ports. We have a headphone jack and a microphone jack, a reset button, a manual fan speed switch so you can adjust the speed and thus noise of the fans in the computer case, and of course the power button. On the front panel, we have a 12x Blu-ray read and write optical drive, and we also have a 5-bay hard drive hot swapping setup, which has already got a 2TB drive in there, and this is incredibly useful for transferring terabytes of information to somebody, which is actually something I need to do sometimes as a YouTuber. We have tons of video files. Now, one really cool feature about this case is that it's actually built so that you can rotate the motherboard upon installation to whatever angle you want. If I want, I can put the back panel of the motherboard on the top of this case and run all my wires through the top. This could be extremely useful for somebody who needs to constantly unplug and replug in devices and peripherals. And speaking of which, the motherboard actually has a light up back panel, which is perfect for unplugging and replugging things in, say, under your desk where the light isn't so great. Once turned on, the Origin Millennium case has built-in LED lighting, which you can actually customize with a little remote. So if white's not enough bling for you, you can pretty much choose from any color. If you can't make up your mind, you can always set it to rotate between all the colors, which is pretty crazy. And I gotta say, just looking at this thing makes me want to go watch Tokyo Drift. Aesthetically, I could not be happier with this PC. It's elegant and flashy all at the same time. Everything's located in ergonomic positions, but how does the performance of the PC actually hold up? Naturally, the first thing I had to do was load up Battlefield 4, put every single setting in the game at ultra, and test out the frame rate. Now, if you can pull your eyes away from just how gorgeous this game looks at maximum graphics settings, you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, we have a frame rate counter. This is all in game. This is what kind of performance you're going to get. I'm running a 144 Hertz refresh rate monitor, and it just looks unbelievably realistic and smooth. I'm playing in a fully loaded 64-player server, and we are just trying to max out the graphics here, and the frame counter just doesn't want to go down. In the most intense moments, I only saw the frame counter dip below 100 a few times. For the most part, it was hanging out around 130, 140, even 160 at times as just the average frame rate, so it was unbelievably smooth. Now if you have 120 Hz or even 144 Hz monitor and you want to guarantee that your frames will never drop below that refresh rate, you could easily just drop a few of the graphics settings down in Battlefield, and I have a feeling you would never see that frame rate waver below 120 or 140, which is just crazy. So this PC is just a dream come true. It's going to be awesome for editing videos and playing Battlefield, and I can't thank Origin PC enough for sending me this computer. Now something that's really amazing about Origin PC, and I've never seen any computer company offer this kind of service so well, is that they have 24/7 tech support. In case anything happens with your computer, you can call up and talk to somebody immediately. And I actually tried this out because I had some questions about doing some RAID setups, and I called up at 2 a.m. at night because, you know, I'm a night owl, and basically a guy answered the phone and I was talking to somebody within a few minutes on how to set up a more complicated RAID system. And the funny thing about this is that I've been with Origin PC for over a year now, and I've never had to call them up on anything other than just a question about raiding. It wasn't even really a problem with my PC. I was just curious about something. So that kind of goes to show you that within a year I didn't actually have any technical problems whatsoever. And as far as the speed of this PC goes, I've never had something that was more top of the line than I do right now. It's an amazing feeling, I gotta tell you. So if you're in the market for a new gaming PC, I can't recommend Origin PC enough. They even do economy builds if you don't have a huge budget to work with. If you want to know more about the system specs, I'm going to list them in the video description along with a link to the Origin PC website. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.